Hey guys, what's going on? It's TheSuperKamakazee here, and in today's video what I'm bringing you guys is a Whiteout spawn trap tutorial, which is a bit different because it's just a whole gameplay instead of a walkthrough. So first off, on this side, it doesn't matter which side you push up, but the village, when you push up here, just beware of this spawn point right back here. If you're in this building, there's a spawn point right behind it, and it can get very hectic if you stay around the village area, because there's many spawn points, and that's the only one I can confirm. So generally, you want to be around the boat on this side, and this iceberg right here is a very big role, plays a big role when you're in the spawn trap, because you can go around it, and people don't really go there. And then back there's another spawn, and if you're around this boat area, they don't generally spawn there, which is why I really like this boat area when they're spawning on this side of the map, because then they only really spawn in the village, and they're gonna come running, either run to the blitz, but then on this map I find that people tend to come back to the blitz portal a lot, and you know, it's really easy kills. And be wary though, snipers like to sit in those windows, and you just gotta watch out for that. And then look, if you just maneuver behind these icebergs, you can get plenty of nice lines of sight. People don't know where you're shooting them from because they're looking at the boat, and they're not expecting you to be like behind the icebergs. No one really goes behind the icebergs either, so it's a very good spot rather than on the boat, which is, it's pretty much the spawn system I like to run on this side. But this side isn't as effective as the next side because it just plays a bit slower, because when you get a majority of people who run to the blitz portal instead of running back to their own blitz, and then it gets a bit slower paced, and the enemies just aren't coming. And there was a sniper shot shooting me from a window, but he was just a bad shot, and that's what I'm talking about. You gotta watch out for those windows. And yeah, so that's why this side isn't as effective as the next side, but we'll go right into the next side right about now. So on this side, instead of pushing left, I like to push right, because I like pushing through the village because it's a shorter way right to the spawn and right to the spawn system I want to get to. And that satellite crash, I have no idea what the hell that does. And this spawn system, I love this spawn system on this side. It's very effective. In my SC2010 cam track I uploaded a couple of videos ago, I used this spawn system, but I wasn't using it as effectively because I was really playing campy in that one. This one, I go full out rushing, and you see it works perfectly. It's really fast paced. There's a lot of enemies, and they don't know, well, they can figure out where you are, but it's just really easy to take them out. Now, this building plays a big role. You don't want to really go inside of the building. You generally want to maneuver behind the building. And then right here, that window, watch out for enemies sitting up there. They can pick you off even if you're on the other side of this building. Like, that window is very deadly, and we're going to be using that window overlooking the blitz portal in the future. So, you know, you generally just want to maneuver behind this building. When you got no action and your teammates are pushing up through the village with you, you want to push up this side, and you just want to run into this building. And there's the guy using the window. Again, that's why you gotta watch out for it. And this building's very easy to soundhole when they're outside and when they enter, because it's a big difference from wood to snow, or snow to wood. So it's very easy. And there's a spawn point somewhere out the back here. I don't know exactly where it is, but that's where they spawn if you guys are pushing through the village. And again, this building is where you want to be if your team is pushing through the village. So you just want to overlook this blitz portal. People just running across, doing super mistakes. And then people who come and try and defend the blitz in their building, and you just got that. And then again, you gotta watch your back if your team's pushing through the portal for people spawning out here and coming to get revenge kills on you. So once there's like no enemies here, and there's like, you got no one spawning out back, you got nothing to do, you generally just want to push out. You're gonna go back to this old spot behind the building again, and right there's a spawn point right there. If you're back there, they don't spawn there, which is why I like being in that upper hand building sometimes more than being back here. But there's also a spawn point in the village somewhere, and enemies tend to just come up the road and try and get you. When you got plenty of cover, they got none, and it's why I do like being back here. But then you also got people spawning in that back area at the like house, and they'll come get you too. And right here, there's a spawn point right here in the village, and that guy is very unlucky, unfortunately. He spawned in my line of sight, but I did not actually get the kill. So yeah. And this rock, very important when you're playing this, when you're back here, because you want to go behind it instead of in front of it. Because then behind it, on either side, there's two nice long lines of sight that are just perfect. One is this one, you can see up the window, you can see people run out the building that are coming to you. And so when people spawn up there and try to come to revenge, you can get behind that rock and kill them. And then when there's people trying to run to the middle of the map and go through that big cave, you got a line of sight on them and just can pick them off from that side. And that's why this rock is very important on this side of the map. and that's where you just want to be. And this is pretty much the end of my gun streak here. I do die on a 22 because of some lag, so that was very disappointing for me. Look at this, I'm behind the fucking wall, and I'd get killed. So anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. It did take me a little while to edit and put this together, which is why this upload was a day late. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like regardless of how long it took me to edit it. And if you want to see more Call of Duty Ghosts content like chem strikes, more spawn trap tutorials, be sure to subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated on any new solo spawn traps I find. Yeah, this is the solo spawn trap again. Just because I was playing a party, you don't need a party. It's very solo. So yeah, peace out. Kamikaze out.